Welcome to Life of Neon, where we celebrate Black history, Black culture, and Black excellence through neon art. Check out our collection at lifeofneon.com.
But is Meghan Markle really royalty? When Meghan Markle married Prince Harry in 2018, media outlets and snobbish aristocrats were shook. Though they preferred to focus on other controversial factors about her to hide their racial prejudice, it was very obvious that her race was what they actually detested. Her previous divorce was touted as one of the reasons why she just wasn't a great fit for Harry. Divorce has always been a tricky subject within the royal family. The Church of England only started allowing divorced people to remarry in 2002. Even though it is allowed, it is not really encouraged. But seeing as 3 of Queen Elizabeth's 4 children have been divorced, one would think the royal family has moved past seeing divorce as taboo. The media also focused on the fact that Meghan is American. An American royal? How groundbreaking. Except it isn't. King Edward, who was briefly on the throne in 1936, married Wallis Simpson, an American that had also been previously divorced. Of course, he had to eventually abdicate from the throne, but that doesn't change the fact that Meghan wasn't the first non-British divorcee to marry into royalty. Plus, let's be real, Queen Elizabeth was married to her blood cousin. So is a Black American royal member really the most unusual fact about the royal family? Either way, Meghan and Harry got married, and she officially became Her Royal Highness Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, and a real-life princess.
When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
However, in 2020, the couple made headlines when they decided to step away from their duties as senior members of the royal family. This came with a bunch of consequences. But what does this mean? Are they still royal? Humble beginnings. Meghan Markle's story begins in sunny Los Angeles, California. Her mother was a yoga teacher and social worker, and her father was an Emmy Award-winning lighting director. Her parents were only married for a couple of years and separated by the time Meghan was 2 years old. Despite this, the family remained close-knit, and Meghan seemed to have had a happy childhood. To say she came from humble beginnings is a bit of a reach. The family must have been pretty financially comfortable because they could afford to have Meghan attend private schools her whole life. Since her father worked on the set of Married with Children as a lighting director and director of photography, a young Meghan could often be found running around Hollywood sets, rubbing shoulders with A-list celebrities. It is here that her passion for acting was ignited. Meghan took part in theatrical productions whilst at school and made her television debut when she played a nurse in an episode of General Hospital, a show which her dad also worked on. She had other small stints in television, but it was when she landed the role of Rachel Zane on the show Suits that she really hit the big time. Suits became a hit, and Meghan Markle became a recognizable face. Fairy tale romance. In July of 2016, Meghan was set up on a blind date that would change her whole life. A friend of hers knew a guy that she thought would be perfect for the budding actress. That guy turned out to be Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex and the 6th in line for the British throne. Friends that set you up with princes are the real plug. Despite Harry's prestige, Meghan just wanted to find a nice guy. She didn't really care about all the extras. Meghan had been a bit unlucky in love in the past. She had previously been married to the film director Trevor Ingleson back in 2011. They had been together for 7 years when they got married, but their marriage only lasted 2 years. The pair divorced in August of 2013. Harry knew Meghan was the one as soon as they met. Their whirlwind romance began, and the couple was engaged only 1 year later. They got married in 2018 and had their first child, Archie, the next year. Ooh, they certainly did not waste any time. The Great Escape. As much as their romance sounds like it comes straight out of a fairy tale, their union was not without its speed bumps. One of the biggest issues they faced was the media. The British media was absolutely cruel in their reporting of Meghan. She was made to be a villain at every turn. Meghan has even admitted to being wary of sharing pictures of her family with the British media because of the bullying and bigoted comments. One cannot be sure why the media decided to attack Meghan, but we can make some guesses. Sections of the British media have been known for being harsh on women, particularly women of color. It seems that Meghan just did not meet their standards of the perfect white, docile royal wife that the media had grown to expect. The media weren't the only ones who let their racial prejudices cloud their thoughts on Meghan and her children. In a controversial interview with Oprah, Meghan revealed that her son was not given the title of His Royal Highness, even though his cousins William's children were. It is alleged that the reason he was not given the title was because during Meghan's pregnancy, there were concerns about Archie's complexion. Meghan is mixed race, and some members of the family worried that he would be too dark in complexion. For some reason, this was too unacceptable for the royal family. But are we really surprised coming from a family that continues to benefit from the horrors of colonialism? It seems that all of these issues were just too much for the couple. Harry revealed that their decision to leave the royal family was ultimately due to a lack of support and lack of understanding. Harry has had some tragic brushes with the media in the past. In fact, his mother, Princess Diana, passed away in a tragic car crash while trying to flee from the paparazzi when Harry was just 12 years old. He knows the dangers the media can pose and does not want that for his wife or his children. So Meghan and Harry decided to leave the royal family behind. The consequences. When Meghan and Harry decided to step away from their royal duties, there were a couple of notable changes to their lives. Firstly, their titles were affected. They no longer use their Royal Highness titles publicly. They also no longer represent the Queen. As such, British taxpayers no longer fund their lives. King Charles, Harry's father, has also cut him off financially. For the first time in his entire life, Harry is financially independent from the royal family. Don't feel too bad for him though. He still has the inheritance he received from his mother, about 10 million euro in total. What does this mean? Are they still royal? Birthright is something that the royal family takes very seriously. Harry was born into royalty and is the son of the British king. That means that even though he doesn't use the term His Royal Highness, he is still a prince. In addition, he was gifted the title of Duke of Sussex on his wedding day. This made Meghan the Duchess of Sussex. They did not give up these titles when they left the royal family. This means they are still royals, even if they do not perform royal duties. Trying to make sense of how the royal family works can be quite tricky. The rules are steeped in hundreds of years of history and can be quite complex. Meghan and Harry have gone against tradition, and it can be unclear what this will mean for them. For now at least, and despite their departure from tradition, they are in fact still royalty.